you love Mario Kart? Well, you're about to see something you've never seen before. Welcome to AMINOKART, and welcome to the Traxxas Super Circuit venue, where Preseason Thunder will be held for this brand new stop motion series. These drivers have no idea what they're in store for, and the viewers just as well have no idea what they're storing for. I'm Cater Jones, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. Now, this is going to be freaking crazy. We're going to have bonus items, and the whole concept of Mario Kart merged together with NASCAR. It's going to be something absolutely beautiful that nobody is going to be prepared for, but we're all going to be here for the journey together in this absolute mountain of craziness that we're all about to climb. AMINOKART. Who knows what's in store? 32 competitors, though, in total on 8 different teams, 4 drivers per team. The Volcanic Asses, Preposterous Pigeons, Smart Carts, Explosive Emus, Epic Gamers, Crispy Creamers, Robust Aces, and the Sexy Beanfarts. Talk about just a stout team lineup. Some very creative names. See how they all fare. Let's go down to Swaggy C for a driver interview.
Hey, Cater Johns, I'm down here with Justin Ricci or something like that. You're looking pretty sporty in your number 48 Lowe's rip-off Jimmy Johnson car. Now, I must say, you are the team captain. What are you looking to learn from these preseason Thunder races?
Man, I will say these item boxes are certainly a doozy here in Preseason Thunder. Let me say, something that I don't think any of us have raced with ever, except for on the simulator, which is a fantastic Nintendo Switch device. But, you know, it's a real obstacle here that we need to try to figure out here. So we're looking to see how these things work and have some fun.
All right, I'll ask you another thing, because why the heck not? So you selected for your teammates as the team captain, you selected Anthony Bartholomew Sassoon III Jr., Tyler V. Quincy King, and Dylan Jones to be part of your number 48 team. What were your thoughts behind your decision-making process?
All right, to start, so me and my buddy Tyler, all right, we go way, way back, all right? So, you know, obviously he and I were going to be a fantastic match coming into the AMINOKART here. Dylan Jones and I are also some pretty good chums, as I would say, you know. As for Sassoon, I love Sassoon. You know, I think Tyler here kind of bribed me with sexual intercourse to get him on the team, but, you know, I'll take that. I like Sassoon. It's fun.
Okay, TMI, but you know what? There's no such thing as TMI in the AMINOKART. Have a great day, or night, actually. Have a great night, Justin Ricci.
The easy access pits. This is an intriguing factor of AMINOKART right here, so let's talk about it. These will usually be located near the start-finish line. Cars unable to move after sustaining severe damage after a wreck will be automatically spawned into the pit. And our 2003 style, of course. This allows for a full car repair in just a short time window, usually about 10 to 15 seconds. And I didn't get that last part, but I'm sure you read it. And the Preseason Thunder preview for tonight. A 4-race exhibition tournament at this one track, 6 laps per race, 1 car per team in each event, as will be with every cup. And of course, the main feature of AMINOKART, bonus items, ensuring guaranteed fun. Let's talk about them. 8 items in total. Let's start with the most probable to obtain in the top half of the field, positions 1 through 4. The oil slick, where a user will drop the oil slick and it will slip up competitors after someone drives over it. It will then despawn. And then the quick repair. It will allow for a hasty repair and virtually no time loss on the pit road. Rewind time. User rewinds the race 5 seconds. It's great for undoing mistakes. And then overtime simply adds 2 laps. Gonna require some strategy. Do you use it or do you not use it? Depends. Then, more likely to get in the back half of the pack, Jenga Jumble. Shuffles Jengas on the racetrack to totally restructure a part of the track or add an obstacle. Motor Sabotage. Blows up a random opponent's engine. That is absolutely lethal. The Switcheroo. You swap with a totally random competitor in the field, which is absolutely insane. And then, only obtainable in positions 5 through 8, the Invinci-Yosh. 8 seconds of mass destruction. Let's go down trackside again for another interview.
Hey everybody, it's Swaggy C again. This time I'm with Seth Peters. Now I must ask you, Seth, How big of a factor do you expect bonus items to play into strategy for these AMINOKART races?
Well, I mean, here, I'm quite the strategic, amino cart racer, I know how to use my items and what these items can do. These items are going to play a massive factor on how these races are going to be ran. Just one item can change the entire race. Like, it can be a small item or a big item. It doesn't matter. These things will change things. They change how the course layout will go. It'll change how we'll drive, and it will change just about everything. So they are very important to grab, and if we can get them, we get them. If we don't, we don't. We just got to hope we can.
All right, Mr. Peters, and you're also a team captain. What are you looking to learn here from your teammates early on in this preseason Thunder event tonight?
All right, we're going to figure out how we're going to work together as a team and how we're going to, be a good AMINOKART team and hopefully move on throughout these heats and stuff. And it'll be a lot of work, but hopefully it'll all work out together and we can, move on and be a competitive team throughout this whole AMINOKART thing,
Yeah, I do know, Mr. Seth Peters. Thanks for having a word with us, and good luck later tonight in your race.
All right, let's take a look at your starting grid for race number 1 at the Traxxas Super Circuit here tonight in Preseason Thunder. From the back of the pack to the front, Logan Speed starting dead last in 8th for the explosive Emus. That Peanut Patch 94 car ready to roll here at the Traxxas Super Circuit. How about Caleb Marinelli for the Volcanic Asses? He will be starting 7th. Last time he was in a stop motion machine, he did not fare well, being eliminated in Rage Fest very early on. He looks for redemption here in AMINOKART. Caden Bishop in the number 1 FedEx car for the Epic Gamers. He starts 6th place after making the Rage Fest finale. In the 29, we have the Great Clips Machine, Roberto Crown Jr. starting 5th place for the Robust Aces. Very intriguing lineup there on the Robust Aces. How about 4th place? Say this 5 times fast. Anthony Bartholomew Sassoon III Jr. He starts 4th for the Preposterous Pigeons. How about 3rd place in row 2? Big G himself, Giancarlo Urenda. He drives the number 42 for the Smart Cars. On the front row, brother of a Amino member, Justin Ricci, it is Ryan Ricci. Starting 2nd place, he will be driving for the Sexy Bean Farts, number 32 camp. And then on the pole position for tonight's first race, it is Kyler Sustry. He is for the Krispy Kremers in that number 24 team, the Ditech car. Let's get the green flag. The drivers are off in the first ever AMINOKART race ever. Preseason Thunder, Sustry gets the edge over Ryan Ricci. He will lead lap 1, but Ricci fights back on the inside. The first bonus item has appeared just in that tight little corner, and it's obtained by Kyler Sustry. It is the Jenga Jumble. He uses it immediately, and that's going to shift that part of the racetrack into 2 lanes. Oh, a little bit of lockup. 3 wide, around goes Sustry. It backfires for him, and Logan Speed gets dumped in the back by Caden Bishop. They both get spun into the easy access pits. Now halfway through this event, Oil Slick is dropped after Ryan Ricci obtained it. Here comes the battle for the lead again. Urenda currently holds the lead. The 29 of Roberto Crown Jr. into the wall as they come to the white flag. Caden Bishop obtains a switcheroo. That could be huge. Urenda holding the lead. Here comes Sassoon, the 3rd junior. Hard into the wall goes Urenda. And around goes the 48. Marinelli takes the lead. The switcheroo is used for second. It does not work. Caden Bishop spawns with Ryan Ricci. Ricci gets second after a failed use of a switcheroo by Caden Bishop. Let's take a look and digest what all happened in the first race. Lock up by the 32. They get 3 wide. And around went Kyler Sustrai. In the back, simultaneously, Logan Speed dumped by Caden Bishop. Later on, the oil slick dropped by the 32 of Ryan Ricci would eventually play big factor. There's that 3 wide, tightening up a bit too much. The lapped car, Logan Speed, and the 29 getting into it. And then the white flag. Oh my goodness, just I'm not even sure what happened there. But there, the oil slick, the 48 drives over it. Then Caden Bishop uses the switcheroo, switches with Ryan Ricci. Honestly, good effort. Might as well do it in Preseason Thunder. See if it works, but unfortunately it did not work for Caden Bishop. Ryan Ricci lucks into second place with that exchange of the bonus item being used. Here's the official first race results. Caleb Marinelli for the Volcanic Asses getting it done with Ryan Ricci in second. Kyler Sustrai making the comeback to third place. How about that? Roberto Crown Jr. also a comeback up to fourth. Then rounding out your field, Sassoon the third junior, Urenda, Bishop, and Logan Speed really just fell behind after getting involved in 2 wrecks, could not recover. Here are the standings so far after the first race. Volcanic Asses on top with that win by Marinelli. Then you got the Sexy Bean Farts, the Crispy Creamers, Robust Aces, and the Preposterous Pigeons for your top 5. And then at the back, you have the Explosive Emus. They have some work to do. Let's send it down trackside for an interview again with Swaggy C.
Alright, hey everybody, Swaggy C again. This time I'm with Tanner Campos, team captain of the Krispy Kremers. Now, Tanner, we just watched the first ever Preseason Thunder event for AMINOKART. A lot of craziness, a lot of bonus item carnage. I mean, what'd you learn from watching it?
I learned that bullshittery is a big thing in this league. So literally, you're going to see a lot of violence on the track as everyone's just going to throw as much hell on the racetrack as possible just to make sure they win or try to kill you on track. So literally, it's a life or death situation when you're driving on the track with all these drivers who are literally batshit insane.
I'd say that's a good assessment, Tanner Campos. One last question for you as team captain of the Krispy Kremers. You're going to be going out in the last event in the team captain race. How much of a statement would it be to win over all other team captains?
It would be an emphatic statement if I won the first race of the season, because being the team captain of the Krispy Kremers is definitely going to be an uphill battle, but I do believe this team is capable of winning, and getting the win in the team captain race would definitely show a lot of validation for this entire team and give me some confidence to lead my men heading into the next few races.
All right. You heard it there first. Preseason matters for Tanner Campos and all.
Alright, now let's preview the second race of AMINOKART Preseason Thunder. We invert the starting lineup from the prior race results, which means Bob Jakowski for the Volcanic Asses will start in 8th place for this one. That nice looking GoDaddy machine. It was kind of a pain to print those number cards, not gonna lie. Doesn't really like fluorescent printing. Here's the number 32. Lucy Fago starts 7th place for the Sexy Bean Farts. Bean Farts finishing 2nd in that first race. Solid points. See if they can make up the ground here. Jordan Fox starts 6th. His teammate Sustrai finishing 3rd in the first race for the Krispy Kremers. That Menards machine looking to get it done in race number 2. Then in 5th, starting there will be the 29 Mick delivery machine of Quinn Jagger for the Robust Aces. And just in front of him here, starting 4th in Preseason Thunder event number 2, is the 48 Stanley machine, Dylan Jones, starting 4th. For the Preposterous Pigeons. Man, I love that name. Beside him, another yellow and black machine. It is Ian Stiles in the Hertz number 42 car, starting in 3rd place. It is the Smart Karts team right there. Then just in front of him, on the first row, How about Devin Askham making his NASCAR debut, starting second place for the Epic Gamers, and he is quite the epic gamer himself, trust me. Then, trying to take control, Ethan Farley of the Explosive Emus. They finished last in the first race. Starting first, can he hold on and try to win, get these guys back in contention? Here we go. The gas is on the floor, or something like that. Here we go for race number 2. Already some bumping going on, and that's going to dump Ian Stiles out of that sharp corner. Looks like Askham was bumped, and Ian Stiles chopped him off and took himself out. Very interesting development early on. You saw the item being grabbed right there. And another one right there. That is the Invinciyosh. He might use that really soon. Bob Jakowski going on a tear right now. Kills Dylan Jones and Quinn Jagger. But Dylan Jones had the rewind time. He's going to use it. Jakowski clips him that time. Jagger dies anyway. He's still on a tear. He's going to kill Devin Askham into the wall. And that puts Jakowski up to second place with 2 laps to go, hunting down Ethan Farley on his bumper, trying to apply the pressure. Ian Stiles grabs a Jenga jumble. Jagger hits the wall again. White flag is out. Jakowski on the bumper. These races go by so fast, typical AMINOKART fashion. There's the Jenga jumble being used, clips Jordan Fox. Ethan Farley holds on as oh my goodness, they pile up after the checkers, and they continue to go in that Jenga jumble, causing havoc. But I feel like they used that, Ian Stiles used that a bit too late for it to be a true factor in totally changing the outcome of the winner. You see early on right there, Ian Stiles chopping off Devin Askham's line there, forcing him to go into the wall early. Then this was a big moment of the race, the Invinciyosh. We are just now seeing the true wrath of the Invinciyosh being used right here. And then the rewind time saving Dylan Jones's butt. He got a decent finish out of this race. But he gets clipped anyway right here. But it's enough, it didn't do enough damage to totally hinder him. He kept going. Quinn Jagger, on the other hand, getting hit over the wall. Just as bad as a result. And then Devin Askham, hard hit. And then Quinn Jagger once again getting involved in one. He had a bad finish. The Jenga jumble being used too late clips Jordan Fox. Very unfortunate right there for Jordan. But there is Ethan Farley right there. You see Askham getting hit by the Jenga wall that protruded out. Stiles got by. And they pile up. Farley on top of Jakowski by the end of it. It doesn't matter though. Farley is your winner, and the Explosive Emus, just like that, are back in contention in this preseason Thunder Cup. Here are the results for the second race. Ethan Farley, that 94 car, garnering 10 points. Bob Jakowski garnering 8 points to reflect the car number. Fun stuff. The Volcanic Ass is in good position, as we'll see in the standings. Further back, Jordan Fox, Quinn Jagger, Devin Askham getting last when it's all said and done, though. The Epic Gamers, dire situation from the standings here. One singular point. They're going to need to pretty much win out if they want a chance. But on top, there's the Volcanic Ass's solid lead, but definitely not something to be too comfortable with, as the Sexy Bean Farts and Explosive Emus there with 10 points now in third are in close pursuit. Let's go down trackside with Swaggy C yet again.
Well, hey there, Cater Johns. It's Swaggy C yet again. I'm here with Big G, Gene Crawler Urenda. You took a big hit to that blunt end of the wall in race number 1. How are you feeling after that, and what was it like experiencing the intensity of AMINOKART firsthand?
Well, it hurt, I can tell you that much. We're obviously restrained very well, but that didn't stop me from also having most of my limbs fly forward when I hit the wall. So yeah, that hurt, but this series is terrifically intense, and know that it will give all of us a thrill. But fingers crossed, we also don't die.
So you experienced some of the item play as well. How big of a factor do you think bonus items are going to be from here on out for this entire AminoKart thing that's going to be happening?
I think bonus items will bring a terrific element of strategy into the game. You've got to be able to conserve them as you go along, while also, making sure that you don't lose them. So we'll see how they play out, but I'm terrifically excited about them.
All right, thanks for your time, Big G, and better luck when we actually get going to the races that matter.
All right, time to preview race number 3, and the drivers getting more interesting, as you'll see. Got a nice lineup coming up here, starting with Rage Fest champion Patrick Roden, starting dead last in this race after Farley got the job done in the last race, the second one. The Explosive Emu's looking to keep up the momentum. However, right next to him, the Volcanic Ass is leading the points right now in this preseason Thunder matchup. Kylie Greider pilots the 8 for this race. She starts in the 7th position. We advance up to row row 3. Tyler V. Quincy King in the number 48. Teammates of Anthony Bartholomew Sassoon III Jr. A lot of long-ass names for no reason. Quincy King starts 6th for that team. I forgot what they're called. Whoops. KR starts 5th in that gorgeous electric blue Pennzoil Platinum car. Starts 5th there. Sexy Bean Farts. Woo. 4th place, row 2. Alan Muccioli for the Smart Karts. That Procore machine looking to get the job done, get the Smart Karts in a comfortable position heading into the 4th and final preseason Thunder race. How about this one? Jared Holmes starts 3rd place for the Krispy Kremers, that 24 Napa Auto Parts machine, looking to get a good finish here in a very chaotic AminoKart. He loves chaos, though. Speaking of loving chaos, how about JD Fatal starting 2nd place for the Robust Aces? Trying to get them on the right track here. Speaking of trying to get on the right track, they really need it at the Epic Gamers camp right now. Tyler Paulson starting 1st, also making a NASCAR debut in that Oscar Mayer 1 machine. Can they get it done? Let's find out. Let's take the green. All right, the accelerator's down to the floor. Tyler Paulson clears the pack. He's going to try and build a lead here early on. Jared Holmes up to 2nd, passing JD Fatal. KR there in 4th. Oh, Jared Holmes turns down to get the item, but gets dumped while doing so. That's big, but he's got an oil slick. He uses that oil slick. Tyler Paulson needs to dodge it. They all need to split it, and they do so far. That could cause havoc later on, though. Alan Muccioli uses a motor sabotage on Kylie Greider, and she is in dire situation for the Volcanic Asses right now. 3 to go now, 2 to go. KR battling with JD Fatal. Another item obtained by Holmes. It's a quick repair. Don't know how that's going to be useful for him at the moment. They bounce side by side back there. White flag for Paulson. Oh, he gets dumped by Jared Holmes. Oh, what a good strat. He's going to use the quick repairs. There's so much havoc behind him. JD Fatal gets by. Fatal wins race number 3. And then Patrick Roden gets dumped by Quincy King. Holmes trying to get some positions. Can't get there, though. What a good attempt, though. Wow. So, I can't wait to recap this. So, Jared Holmes turns down in front of the 29 to get the item. Not sure if he knew he was there, but it did not work out for him. Paulson here leading. And you see Greider's engine going up in shambles. Absolutely unfortunate. But that is product of Alan Muccioli getting the motor sabotage. Then on the last lap, Holmes is going to take advantage of his quick repair by dumping himself and Tyler Paulson. He's going to wreck half the field in the process. Holmes, using that quick repair, is going to try to get some spots after these guys all hit each other and get so much damage. End up spawning into the pits. JD goes on to win the race for the Robust Aces. And then Holmes trying to gain this ground. Oh, by the way, Patrick Roden getting dumped, and Quincy King barely gets that spot on Roden. But Holmes trying to get these spots of the cars that have to pit. Almost works out, but not quite in the end. Bit surprised Muccioli came out in front of Paulson after Paulson had that big lead, but I believe it took a bit longer for Paulson to respond due to the contact that was happening with all the cars. So, the third race results, JD Fatal getting the job done, stop motion legend. He's been winning a lot lately in the stop motion world. KR in second, Tyler V. Quincy King in third. Down at the bottom, Tyler Paulson, Jared Holmes, and Kylie Greider getting nothing for that engine failure. Totally out of her control. Then the standings. This is heading into the final race. The Sexy Bean Farts overtaking the Volcanic Asses with their impressive consistency so far. But the Preposterous Pigeons, Robust Aces, and Explosive Emus are in close contention. Can't rule them out. Eliminated are the Krispy Kremers, Smart Carts, and Epic Gamers. They are mathematically out of it here in Preseason Thunder. Last interview with Swaggy C.
Well, what an amazing first 3 races of AMINOKART action for Preseason Thunder, Cater Johns. Of course, I'm Swaggy C again, by the way. You've heard my voice about 5 million times today. Now I'm interviewing Bob Jakowski of the Volcanic Ass. Now, let me tell you something. Your teammate won the first race. You did solid in your second race. And then the third race, let me tell you something. Your teammate kind of had a whoopsie with the item being used against them, the motor sabotage. So now we head into this fourth and final race. Zach Stern's got to avenge you guys. How do you think, what do you think his game plan is? And have you given him any pointers after your experience in the second race?
Well, you see, it's all too simple for me, right? Very simply, right? You see, we're called the Volcanic Asses for a reason. We have the most insane, and I mean insane, pre-race ritual. We go and we get 5 bean burritos, and not just any bean burritos, the spicy ones. Or in other words, we add spices to it, but that's besides the point. From both Taco Bell and Chipotle. And then we aggressively just swarf them down, just food. And then after that, right, bam, you'll never believe it. We have to use the bathroom aggressively right before the race, which makes it to where we go very fast. So what I told Zach is basically eat 10 burritos from each place. So we'll see if this goes well. Hopefully he does. And if he doesn't, then I don't know, like, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do know. Very peculiar, but sounds very interesting of a strategy. Speaking of strategy, though, those bonus items, I'll ask you the same question I've asked everyone else. You got the Invinciyosh in your race, the most powerful item, and you used You used it pretty well, I must say. But you also had experienced some wrath of some other items here and there, and you've seen your teammates experience it. I mean, how big of a factor are these items, and how much havoc do you plan to continue to cause with the use of these bonus items in future AMINOKART events?
Well, you see, it's very simple. Or shrimple, may I say. Pretty much. You see, the Invinciyosh, right? It's very useful if you can get it, right? So, if possible, if I can get it, I would love to use it again because it's great, very fun. But along with that, I would very highly like to use something along the lines of the Jenga Jumbo. I really like the idea of that one. And it's just perfect. I mean, imagine you're driving, right? Here you are. And then, whoosh, oh shit, that's turn, and then you just die. Bam, you're dead. The guy behind you, he laughs and he drives right past you. Bam. It's perfect. It's ultimately perfect. I love it.
Yeah, Bob, we've definitely seen some of that here today, and we're definitely going to see more of it with not just the Jenga Jumble and the Invincios, but all the other items as well in the future events. But now we're getting ready to start the final Preseason Thunder event. Let's send it back up to Cater John. Oh, by the way, thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Well, that was a very fun interview. And speaking of fun, the final race of Preseason Thunder about to get underway. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. This race is going to feature all the team captains, so this will be very intriguing. Justin Newman starting 8th. We like to call him Justin Newman for the Robust Aces. Could they pull off the upset? And then the Sexy Bean Farts, the current points leader, trying to hold everyone at bay. Evan Toddy will be the flagship driver for this 32 car in this race, starting 7th after their second place finish in the last race. Justin Ricci starts 6th for the Preposterous Pigeons. How can I forget that name? Huh. Weird. Well, Justin Ricci starts 6th for the Preposterous Pigeons. See how that goes. Elon Solberg starts 5th for the Explosive Emus. They've stayed in relative contention throughout the day. They can win it. Let's see if they're able to pull it off. They need some things to go their way. Paul Donlin starting 4th for the Smart Karts. Fun stuff. That 42 Tide Ride looking so good, and Paul Donlin's going to try, even though they are mathematically eliminated, try and get a win here in Preseason Thunder. Seth Peters starting 3rd place for the Epic Gamers. These guys have not been good all day. Just looking to salvage at least something, give themselves something to look forward to for the future AMINOKART races. The Krispy Kremers are also out of it. Tanner Campos, though, going to start 2nd in that Exalta 24 machine, and we'll see how that goes for them. But the story right now, 2nd place just lost the lead in the standings. The Volcanic Asses need to get it back. Zach Stern is their driver. We know he can drive a race car. Starting 1st, can he do it? This is going to be an epic duel. Let's take the green. The final race of Preseason Thunder is underway. Zach Stern tries to hold on to the lead. He's going to get a little shove. Here comes Seth Peters for the Epic Gamers right off the bat. Side by side by side by side, these guys close to each other. There's contact yet again. Zach Stern can't quite clear, nor can Seth Peters clear the 8 car. An item, they cannot get it. It is a very awkward part of the racetrack. 3 wide in the back. Can they survive that? Now there's 2 in the same area. Seth Peters gets both of them. That's incredible. Lots of contact back in the pack. 3 wide for the lead. Oh my god, this is going to really condense things if these guys can't get this sorted out. Elon Solberg with the preferred line. Peters falling back, as is Zach Stern. Solberg to the lead. 2 laps to go. A bump. Oh, they hit nearly around. Justin Newman takes the lead. He started last. White flag is out. One of these guys has an overtime, and it's going to get used by Seth Peters. 2 more laps to this race being added. Oh, trouble! Zach Stern and the Volcanic Asses. Oh, and they continue to hit. Oh, the 8 might be screwed right there. Justin Newman trying to hold on last lap. This time again, up the track goes Campos. They're going to wreck in the back. Evan Toddy trying to gain ground. Oh, Solberg going for the win, does not get it. Justin Newman's gonna win. Oh, and going for it. Oh! Man, this is hard to commentate. There's a lot of stuff going on. Now, Evan Toddy had a rewind. He had a rewind time. He did not use it in time before they crossed the checkered flag. That's incredible. So Evan Toddy could have rechanged the complexion of how that unfolded. We'll see if it's enough for the Bean Farts to win it. But we know one thing for the Volcanic Asses, they did not get it. Zach Stern was in trouble in the last 3 laps and just had a miserable end to that Preseason Thunder right there. He's in the pits. This causes, oh man, I can't believe they didn't nail Zach right there. But Ricci and Donlin wreck right there after going 4 wide essentially. Solberg going for it. Props to him, but he did not get the job done. Justin Newman holds on for the Robust Aces. And then Toddy going for it. He slides, hits Tanner. Should have used the rewind, but did not react quick enough. Someone else had a quick repair, so only one of the items got used this race. Here's the final results. Justin Newman for the Robust Aces. Did they get the job done? The Robust Aces were in contention. Was it enough points? Toddy got 4 points for the Bean Farts. I'm not sure what the margin was, but we'll have to watch that. Everyone else, it does not appear, will have a chance at this preseason Thunder title, with finishes by Ricci, Stern back there, and Donlin in last. Let's find out who won it all! Your preseason Thunder champions are the Robust Aces, pulling off the upset after being so far back after 2 races. They win 2 in a row in the end when it matters most, and they make the comeback and win it all by 1 point over the Sexy Bean Farts. What an incredible end to preseason Thunder and an incredible intro to AMINOKART. There you see the Volcanic Asses falling far behind there. 6 points behind the Robust Aces in the end. The Explosive Emus and the Preposterous Pigeons, they're 4th and 5th. In the back, the Krispy Kremers, Epic Gamers, and Smart Carts just really couldn't get a groove going, but they have a lot to build heading into the AMINOKART season. This is just preseason Thunder. Now we're going to go to JD Speedway for the opener of the Kenseth Cup for our next AMINOKART destination. Thank you for watching Preseason Thunder. This is AMINOKART. Stay tuned for the oh shoot, I can't close.